Florent, Emmanuel, thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. I know it's the last day and you guys have a lot to do. So why don't we start with a really basic question. Who are you? What brought you into this industry and what was your trajectory like?
Today we are Executive Creative Director at Marcel.
Yes.
And since 8 months. And last year we was Creative Director at Publicis Conseil for 3 years.
Okay. How did you get into advertising?
We start in 2000. Yeah, at Younger Become. After that, we go with Fred Farid for the creation of Marcel for 3 years. After Publicis Conseil, and we come back in Marcel this year.
Talk a little bit about the history of Marcel. What makes it special as an agency?
It's really special because it's a mix between 2 different agencies. Marcel, who was a shop creative for 5 or 6 years, and Publicis Net, which who was a digital agency.
Yes.
So it's a good combination between the advertising life and the digital life, and today it's a really good integrated agency, in fact.
Probably the most notable thing of recent note that Marcel has produced is Odyssey for Cartier. It was a beautiful film, easy to watch, and it touched upon a lot of the things people feel Cartier stands for. How did you develop this idea? How was it born?
In fact, it's a really long time project. We began that project 2 years and 6 months before now. We have to write and rewrite the story. Have a lot of discussion with the client during 1 year, just to write the story. Then after 5 weeks of shooting, then 6 months of post-production, which is a lot. And the specific point, I think, is specifically for that project, the good thing is that we have a lot of time, in fact, because 2 years, you know, to develop a campaign, to go deep in the project it's really incredible. So
it is incredible.
Yeah, and the good thing is that our client, at the beginning, in fact, we were thinking that the client didn't want to go so far.
Yeah.
So that's why at the beginning we write a story with a lot of free mind, in fact. And at the end they say yes, we want to do that. So I think for us it's an incredible adventure also, the fact that we build it with the client, and at the end we have a huge result, we think. And we are really happy today because yeah, it's a lot of work, and when you can go to the end and have a result like this after 2 years, it's always something good.
Would you say that it's the thing that makes you the most proud in your career?
Yeah, for sure. I think it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that we can do something like that again. So for sure, we are really proud of it, and we hope to do something better after. But at this moment, yeah, it's the biggest project we do. So we are really proud.
And does Cartier have plans to bring your relationship further as a result of this campaign's success?
We don't know for the moment.
But they are really happy today, of course, and they have also good result of the campaign after that. So everybody is happy. So I think definitely Cartier would be always interested to work with us. For us.
Absolutely. Let's talk a little bit about Cannes. We're at the end of the week. Is there anything special that you've seen or that's inspired you?
I think for me the best project of this year is American Express.
Yeah.
It's
very strong brand.
Yeah, really. It's when advertising go further, and it's not advertising. It's a big idea. So this idea, it's really amazing, and I think it's a lot of work to do that. So Definitely, it's the best idea of the year for me.
And what about you?
And for me, maybe you know I don't remember the name exactly, but the blood story, you know about
From
Cartier Sanchi of Monsieur Royer, the Palestinian and the Israeli people who share blood, and it's beyond advertising for me. It's really interesting to be able to do that kind of stuff. It's really strong.
What made you guys fall in love with advertising in the first place? What makes us a special industry? Why did you choose this one?
Because it's an industry where you're allowed to tell story, and you have a brand who will give you, who are confident with you to tell story, and finally, this is the magical aspect, the magical things. You can have so many, so many
ways.
Yeah, so it's really exciting because everybody is passionate and yeah, I think that's why. I don't know if you would have had something.
Yeah, I'm agreeing, but there are a lot of reasons, in fact. What is magical in advertising is it's you touch of a lot of different things. You talk with the brand, you tell some story, but you do some TVC, some movie, and a day after we'll make a shooting, a photo shooting, so picture. So all the day it's really different, and that's the most exciting thing in the advertising. In fact, I think.
That's beautiful. What are you both looking forward to in the year to come? Do you have anything planned for the upcoming year?
For the moment we don't know.
Working harder, maybe harder, and today we work at Marcel, and we are really in the mechanism of the organization and so on. So we work with Anne de Moupou, which is always a great, famous creative director. And today, you know, make it works between digital mind and pure advertising mind. This is a real challenge that we want to make it more and more concrete, more and more interesting. So working in that kind of with that kind of people is really interesting for us, and we are definitely in that kind of energy today.
Great. Well, thank you so much for taking your time to talk to me.
Thank you.